Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Allayi on Endless. I loaded up the game and came back to this nonsense. Dude, straight up broke our treaty. Honestly I don't think I care. I was a little more concerned about some of the other people. This dude, he's got one city left to threaten us with and Green's working on it. I think if we don't need to waste influence renegotiating with him. If he reconnects Angrin to the rest of his empire, then I'll be a little more concerned, and we can talk about it then. So, things are going pretty well. We do have these Scythers all up in our city, making things difficult. I suppose I had to move an army down here, just in case they do attack. We only have to survive 2 more turns of their nonsense. If they do decide to attack on the last turn, I'd like to have a chance of them not burning the city to the ground, which I'm not certain is something that can't happen, you know? It probably can't happen, but I don't know that. Alright. So, on the whole, I think this game is going very well. We were much more aggressive about building out our cities. It's turn 105, and we actually have 2 cities that have enough districts that they're approval positive. Guiron is, getting there. It'll get built out. We'll get to these ones too. We had a little bit of a pearl crunch. Some things happened. Life got a little bit exciting for a while. What does it cost us to spend a booster? 35? Alright. Because I know we're going to get Moonleaf. Yeah, 20 Moonleaf when we finish this. Unfortunately, that's not nearly enough to pop a Moonleaf booster, but I did pick up the tech to buy stuff from the marketplace. So I'm thinking our dust has to go toward heroes for now. We have 3 cities that don't have heroes yet. Yeah, 3. And remember, each hero that we can put in a city also raises that city's approval by 15%, or by 15, because of the Band of Merriment, because the Delvers are like perfectly suited to our empire. Yeah, nothing else to say just yet. So we have a tremendous number of tiles that we're able to draw from for the purposes of finding Hyperium and Mithrite. So I'm hoping that we'll have a little bit more luck than we've had the last couple of games in regards to being able to mine stuff out. So Renar has finished their Skyfin. And we now have like all kinds of stuff that we need to build here. All kinds of stuff. 2 whole kinds of stuff. It kind of looks like these Scythers are not actually going to do anything. It looks like they're just going to sit here and make angry noises. So we could plant this guy on the blood crystals. The gold, I bought gold extractors, right? Yeah, good. Yeah, what the hell? Let's plant him on the blood crystals for now. Or let's send him out to sea. That, I think, is probably the more obviously correct play. Let's send him out to sea, gather stuff real quick. He's a lot faster at it. With the 2 of them working together, we'll get everything grabbed much more quickly. And then we'll have him park on the blood crystal, and we'll just use the blood crystal to extend the length of our other boosters. We can have the wine going all the time if we do this right. Unfortunately, he's going to have a very abbreviated next move there. So we'll be able to build cargo docks in Renar, in Guiron pretty quickly, right? We'll get this district. Yep, 20 Moonleaf. Okay, build a defensive tower and the Ward of Auriga in each of your cities. Right, I forgot about this part. I forgot that we don't get to use any of our pearls for building Garths because we have to make all of this stuff. And we have so many cities this time. That's a real bummer. Well, yeah, I guess I think these guys are coming into my land for the purpose of taking my pearls. Alright, get to this at least. And what about... This army over here needs to be off defense for a little while so that I don't forget that I have them. Alright, so these minor faction villages are under control. But we didn't get credit there? Oh, we're not producing nearly enough influence. Duh. So, this actually kind of doesn't work. I need this citizen to be born. Alright. Well, we'll start actually getting there next turn, it looks like. Let's get in the water here. I'm not going to go over and grab that. I don't want to risk... Well, I guess Blue probably won't be that upset with me, because I probably would pick up the stack of pearls before I actually met them. We still have managed not to meet Blue. What is this? New quest. Oh. Go to Doyak, defeat the Guardian, 800 dust. We actually could really use 800 dust. Alright. So we're gonna just have our Skyfin scoop up this stuff and then head down to get the blood crystals going. But yeah, let's see if we can kill that Guardian. I'm excited about that prospect. Oh, the wine booster ran out. This is the worst time. This is the worst time to be me. Actually, our Empire approval value is still okay when the wine's out. So... Wait. Wait. So I have gold extractors. Oh. We're having one of those winters, huh? The -1 resource on luxury, yep. And that's going to be the case for every winter from now on. I should have been paying more attention. That's not good for me at all. Alright, what are you doing? You're making monks? It's okay. Alright, so Mithrite. Looks like no Hyperium. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could just open this. So there is Mithrite available to me, and Dust Orchid, which is wonderful. And there's another source of Dust Orchid here. Our Skyfin is definitely going for Dust Orchid now, rather than the blood crystals, which are of dubious value. It looks like Jamaj did not get any better, which is fine. It's not totally unexpected. I am a little shocked at the fact that we didn't get even a single source of Hyperium. So what is Hyperium used for? Science buildings? Yeah. And the Mithrite is used for dust buildings generally. Food buildings are older resources. We won't be able to get Imperial funding. What do the markets look like? Oh, okay. Mithrite and Hyperium are common enough. Actually, Hyperium is quite common. People are selling it and driving the price down. Mithrite's the one that looks like it's hard to get this game, so that's really nice for us. The winter's just about to end, which I'm of two minds about. So let's have a look at this guy. 246 defense to our 118 attack. And he's got, 1,100 hit points, and he hits for 84 with 264 attack to our 86 defense. Maybe we're not ready for this. Are these guys upgraded all the way? It feels like they might not be upgraded all the way, you know? Yeah, I could really use 800 dust, but I don't think we can actually take this dude. Also, this village is still not pacified. This is ridiculous. Alright, the dwarves, I guess. The dwarves. The delvers. Come on. These are clearly original fantasy creations, and they are definitely not just dwarves. Let's make that cargo dock. So we'll just build it right through the ice, man. So, in theory, we can build docks in Gleka, Waran, Renar. How many spaces? We'd have to build 2 more districts here. I guess one of them could be an abbey of anomalies, and then I could build here or here. That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, I guess this is all just kind of wishful thinking. We gotta build towers. So, I need the Ward of Auriga, and I need just any defensive tower, right? It doesn't have to be the good one. Truth or Fidelity. I had been building in the previous games Fidelity. Yeah, we had to buy this. But these cost 20 pearls each, and these only cost 10. They're much less good, but I don't intend to actually need them. So, who cares? I don't know, that's maybe optimistic. Anyway. So we could pick up stockpile tech at this point. We could try to up our alliance game. Honestly, I almost never pick up endless mechanisms. And it's like, oh man, who cares about, you know, getting 90 dust from a bunch of ruins the second time? But the things you can get from ruins improve throughout the course of the game, and it actually can be kind of a big deal to find good ruins in the later game. You sometimes stumble upon big stockpiles of mithrite, or the weapons that you can get from ruins are way, way better later in the game. I still don't think I'm going to pick it up. Stockpile tech makes sense because we can purchase stockpiles since we have a market techs. Although, you know, let's get Rare Metal Foundry. I'm definitely not going to use just Sky Fins. Well, actually, right now I only have the one deposit. Maybe I am just going to use Sky Fins for the moment. So yeah, cancel that. Oh yeah, Dust Water. Right. Or Dust Orchid, rather. Okay. So I think that we are going to be able to win sort of a turtley victory. I think that we have the kind of land and resource income that we need. Minus 50% food on cities. I don't want that. I want this one. Let's put in 3 prayers right now when they're real cheap. Ooh, they're still not that cheap. Maybe I just deal? But yeah, we need our pearls really badly. Right, because it's 30 pearls per ward. Oh my god. Ah, did I read that right? I do need... and the ward. Yeah, man. Alright, well... at this point, we have to think about whether it is worth it to continue on with the faction quest if I don't intend to win the game that way anyway. If that's not the plan, why don't I just say screw this and use my pearls to build cool districts? Yeah, you know what? That's what we're doing. I am officially giving up on our faction quest for the moment. It has yielded some cool rewards. I'm glad we got as far as we did as quickly as we did, but I think it's time to put that nonsense away and refocus our efforts anew. So, you go get mithrite instead of the thing that I said earlier. Plow factory. I kind of wish I hadn't spent the pearls on buying the blessings now, but, you know, wasn't thinking. Was just kind of assuming that... just kind of assuming that it's an obvious good to keep moving on the faction quest. Sometimes it's not worth it. Let's have a quick look, actually. since we're talking about victory conditions, where are we on the various victory conditions? We are leading the diplomatic victory, actually by a surprising amount. We've been friends with a lot of people for a lot of time. Economic victory is everybody's nowhere. Red is 40% of the way to an expansion victory. Let's remember to try to keep them on our good side. Alright, so the fact that we have access to Mithrite when most people don't is good for us from a financial standpoint. Also, depending on how things work out, possibly from a legendary building standpoint. It may be the case. Wait, Renard... Oh, Renard finished the car. I was like, why can't I build docks here? Because I already did, that's why. You know what? Do I want more Skyfins? I don't think so. Maybe I want stockpile tech just because I want things for Renard to be able to do that are, like, really contributory. We can make settlers, and then... This is very silly, but we can... Or not settlers. We can make units and then just burn them for cash. That seems pretty bad. But, like, a lot of this stuff I don't actually want to build because it costs important resources. Now, we don't have to have the city build anything. And I think that's maybe... Let's make some more monks. How many monks have I produced in Guiron? None. None. Guiron is terrible at producing monks. Okay, let's get back to building out Guiron a little bit. This is what we are using our pearls for. Let's produce some more monks. We should have a standing army, and we still really don't. I mean, we sort of do, but, like, I don't feel that I can take this Guardian, so it's not enough. What is our income rate here? 2? That's not bad. Alright, we're still not there on wine because it took so long for the winter to end. About 1,000 dust for heroes. Yeah, the heroes will be helpful in controlling our still sort of out of control approval rating. Although, honestly, we're not doing that poorly on approval, considering how many cities we have, and a lot of that comes down to the Garths. The fact that we have cities that are approval positive. Alright, ooh, look at all this. That one has 16 pearls. Alright, I suppose you guys can go and get that one as well. Do I want to just build more Skyfins, too? I could get all of the resources... Actually, I should get Rare Metal Foundry, because I should use a foundry here and have... Uh-oh. Okay, so green took back Angren, but then pink traded for these. Let's see what pink wants to... See if we can return pink to peace. That was ominous. I have no idea why that was there. No. No, pink is not interested in anything we have. Like, not at all. What about red? I forgot that red was not... that we weren't at peace with red. Okay. Well, I guess this whole standing army thing's a really good idea, because it looks like we're not going to be able to play the diplomat for very much longer. Well, you know what? If we end up at war, maybe we do want these defensive structures. Alright, after the capital finishes its plow factory... Let's just try to get this under control. Now I'm starting to get worried. We need better armor. The tier 3 armor made of the early strategics is still kind of infeasible, just due to our very, very slow rate of gain We have extractors on this stuff, don't we? No, we don't. How did that happen? Oh man, here comes the espionage. Yeah, do this. Let's rebuild that thing. Alright, well, it took a while, this game. Maswaram. And you notice we're catching and injuring the spies right away. It's because our cities actually have the city has 0%. Huh, it was just really good luck. I was gonna say it's because our cities actually have a little bit of security on account of us being happy for a change, but nope. Alright, we're just about to be able to turn our wine booster back on. Yeah, we're still not in a place where it's even remotely possible to keep moving on the faction quest, unfortunately, I think. And we're talking about 180 pearls just of wards, and then another... What are the towers? 8 each? 10. So 240 pearls I would have to spend. This is the game penalizing me for actually managing to grow somehow with this faction. Okay, so it was a green spy. That's annoying. Also, what happened to all my money? Right? Wasn't I making... Oh, right. I pulled everybody in Uskiv over onto production to rush out. Maybe I'm overdoing it. Yeah, you know what? We need the money too badly as long as we still have cities ungoverned. And I think everybody in Renar is already on money. A lot of our other cities are growing still. Alright, so we've pacified now the, Yep. Got exotic alloys, which is not of any value at all. Except maybe it's trade fodder, because I bet a bunch of the AIs won't have it. Let's pick this up, because I think we're coming to this place. Can you tell? Can you tell that I'm not excited about it? So red is definitely planning on attacking us. It's actually been really convenient for us that green and pink are so evenly matched that they keep going back and forth, because it's meant that neither one of them can stop and focus hard on destroying us. Which is something that the AI, you know, they tend to do. Alright, so where are my Dust Orchid supplies? I had 2, right? I do not see them at all. This is Red saying. Jamaj. And, oh, maybe it was just 1? That's weird, I thought there were 2. Oh. Maswaram. Oh, it's underneath the city. Okay. We accidentally built our city on top of Dust Orchid. Well, that's cool. Alright, let's do this. Very helpful. And the reason I haven't built an extractor here is because I was going to build an intensifier, but you know what? It's going to be a little while. So let's... Man, 15 turns, huh? Rough. Yeah, let's leave stuff in roughly that order, I guess. Alright, so Seekers. How modern is this design? It's modern. Modern-ish. We can upgrade the armor. And they have access now to those trinkets that I like. Yes, the armor can go up to dust, but honestly, this is about as good as we're getting. If we can give them Palladian shields. We have enough Palladian now that we can start putting it to use. Too expensive. Need to buy heroes. But we'll make the upgrades eventually. So let's get... This should be the garrison for the capital. Let's get them back up there. I guess I'm going to put them back on defense for now. So the question is, do I want to make armor or weapons out of my mithrite? Because I really should pick one. Yep. Red is actually still expanding. That's crazy. Heroes slowly leveling. This is kind of awkward because you can't travel down one of these lines. So we actually have gotten no closer to Cold Operator than we were when we very first started. Simmets on Wana's city probably doesn't need the approval, right? Yeah. So instead, what I will do for him is... I think this. That city has a lot of districts. We can get more influence, hopefully continue to get escalatingly awesome empire plans. Nobody's killed the thing in Doyak yet. It's interesting. Alright, let's find another hero who's actually worth having in a city. Food boost 2. That's, you know, that's something that I'm sensitive to. I like that. Dust boost 3. Industry boost 2 is also pretty good. Influence boost 3, and I believe a pretty low tier skill that gives approval, right? Which of our cities is the least happy right now? Gleka and Gueron. She could be useful in one of those cities. And like I said, influence is not... I'm just clicking on stuff without thinking. Influence is not useless. She has influence 2, influence boost 3. We would like some improved... what do you call it? Some improved empire plans. Alright, I'm doing it. Let's get that influence in Gueron. Oh, she has points unspent. Yes, please. Approval. Alright. So empire-wide approval is 79 right now. We're pushing slowly in the direction of empire-wide fervency. Alright, unfortunately, the Ward of Origa is actually not that effective if your city has a low fortification value, so we're going to have to deal with that as well. And I still really don't know what I want to do in regards to using our new level of strategics. Peace seems to have gotten further away with them, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it was shorter than that before. And yeah, peace is completely unavailable to me with red. So, fortunately, it happened way later in the game this time, and we're actually in a position to maybe be able to defend ourselves. Also, man, look at all these pearls. It's glorious. If we do end up at war, I'm going to feel sad that we didn't make progress on the Empire quest, or the faction quest, rather. I just don't know how I would go about getting enough pearls to really make that possible. Well, we should probably keep... Let's get a full army of monks, shall we? Wow. Red's doing okay on fortification values, clearly. I suppose this way... I'm sure there'll be lots of pearls in both directions. I don't think anybody's ever seen these tiles before. Alright, looks like you've already got a plan. What are you asking me for? Alright, Guiron is finally getting its Garth done. So we want cargo docks. Cancel that monk and get back the strategics. Pink is also spying on Masuarim and totally routing green at this point. Ooh. That's not great. Okay. If we have a large enough army, the army may be able to deter people. Let's pick up some more army techs. I think the thing that makes sense is to go for armor made of mithrite and hyperium, which is something I often do. And then for weapons, use tier 2 adamantium and palladium eventually. Yeah, I'm not at all happy about this. Now we have to worry about this entire border, basically. It's definitely got me concerned. We're getting close. Are either of you heroes actually worth buying? Industry Boost 2 on a Wild Walker would be pretty good in Gleka. There's a lot of forest in Gleka. I think I'm going to take that. And I just realized I went to all this trouble and I totally forgot to equip the new governor with the Band of Merriment. So let's get a couple free points of approval. Is Masuarim the only city that doesn't have a governor now? Because that actually might be an error. Oh, I don't have 44. I used exactly all of my dust. Alright. So I think we're going to return these guys to their status as the capital's garrison. It was so much easier when I only had to worry about defending this. Now I have to worry about the fact that my country's a weird shape and the cities are all really far away from each other. Like, reinforcing Masuarim and Gleka from the north is going to be a nightmare. At least Pink didn't build his city over here. That would make it even harder. We may have to cut through his land to reinforce quickly. I don't see any particular reason to change the thing we're doing here. You know what? That's actually probably worthwhile. Because we are starting to build a lot of military units. No, it's 120 influence that I could spend in other, more exciting ways. But we know that Red is waging a simultaneous war elsewhere, because Red's number of regions has been rising. Which is what prompted us getting the warning about him being 50% of the way to an expansion victory. So maybe he's too busy, or she rather, is too busy to fight. I would never say that hope your opponent's too busy to kill you is a good strategy. But, you know, we'll take what we can get here. I've had enough losses now in this series that I'm looking for any victory at all. Oh man. Okay, we're getting closer. Our income of this stuff is just really low. And it's going to stop dead in 7 turns. Okay, yeah, so red and pink expand all the way to the southwestern coast. Green must not have very many provinces left at all, actually. Ah. Well, okay. So blue has been consumed. Things are looking worse. Slowly. Worse and worse. Alright, full stack of monks. Unfortunately, a little bit less than perfect monks. You still don't have... Man. How is this city so bad? How is this city so bad at everything? Alright, we're still saving dust for a little while. Oh, we have a hero who could be equipped now. We have the 44 dust necessary to smack that on. Yeah, keep advancing. Well, that hurts our income a lot. That plus winter being up at the same time is going to mean we're going to be producing very little dust for a little while here. This is actually going to be something of an issue. Oh, you guys do not need to be doing that. This will help. Actually, why don't we do this for right now? Let's try to get this stuff done. Try to get Jamaj caught up. Jamaj is already a better city than Maswaran. But the gap is only going to widen. Alright, Signal Court, that's good. So our armies are now the maximum possible size. We have the passive military assistance buffs. We need food. Isolation Sciences does help us out during the winter a lot. But I mean, look at the upkeep cost on this stuff. We really need more dust. We need more dust badly enough that I have no qualms about going back to get dust tech. Usually I prioritize that first. This is actually the first time that I've gotten this far in the game without having that tech. Alright, Uskib's looking a little bit better, although the fact that it has so little fortification is hurting. So this city has 3 anomalies in it right now. That's a fine place to put the cryometric monitors. Guiron is getting population decreased. Really? That's odd. It's a strange choice. Alright, and now without the happiness boost, we're at 58% sitting now. We'll be able to pop the gold right before winter starts. Not so much with the others. If I do this... See, the thing is, I'd really love to get the hero bot before winter, but I don't think, even if I put everybody in my empire on dust, I don't think we'd get there. Well... Actually, maybe. Also, I'm real nervous about this Guardian that's just running through my territory. We can't get Cold War going with either of the either of the remaining warlike empires. Or, sorry, we can't get out of Cold War with either of them. So... I'm going to move this army of monks down to Maswarim. I feel like they're not really doing their best job defending us here. I think I maybe just want to keep pumping out units. So these guys are at 211 life, 114 defense. Still, man, so little damage. Why do you only do 54 damage with all these upgrades? Why do you even have to be like that? Actually, do I want to try to go for in the direction of the quest? We're about to be able to get a bunch more pearls. And the ward might be distracting to our enemies. I don't know how the AI factors in retaliation damage when it's deciding on targets. It might be that having the ward will help prevent enemies from attacking us as eagerly. It's a lot of pearls. It's a big spend. I think I'm going to do it. Let's see. We might be able to still get in the direction of the faction quest. And maybe it turns out that we get to the end of the faction quest and we're able to take a couple cities off Pink or something. You know, after they declare war on us. When we defensively charge into the heart of their empire. So a single luxury pop will put us over content into happy. Regardless, next turn we've got our last hero, I think. Is that true? No, it is not. But it's close to true. It's true-ish. It has an aura of truth about it. Yeah. I'm nervous. You know, I feel like if the AI launches a dedicated campaign, it will still be very dangerous for us. I don't think that we're in a position where we will definitely lose, but it's starting to look dangerous. Alright, so we'll be able to buy another hero. Shortly after, we'll be able to attach the Band of Merriment. Really? Okay, so... And then there were 3. Crap. Yeah, I'm real worried. Alright. So we can afford a couple of the heroes. We can afford Science Boost 3, Dust Boost 1, Expansion Support 2, which is not bad. But I believe the Allayi faction tree is not particularly good for governing. Yeah. Yeah, not very good at all. Honestly, though, Science Boost 3 is not terrible, and these guys are okay. What else do we have access to? Is it worth waiting a turn for something here? We got Influence Boost 2, Science 1, Science 3, Delver Heroes, or Vulture Heroes, rather, are not my favorite governors. Oh, there's a Strikes Far. We should wait for this. This is the best. So, one more turn of passing. It'll hit Winter. We'll recruit Strikes Far. Alright, well, I am definitely going to get those pearls now. Because we're starting to be in a position where we may need them for defensive reasons. After I get Dust Refinery, I think I'm going to go back and get technologies that increase the fortification of cities. Because that may turn out to be very important. Alright, so this pushes us over into happy, in addition to dramatically decreasing our costs. And now we can make some changes. Pink is gathering an army. I mean, it's probably the army he just used to kill green, but like, now he's got this big old hammer. Of course, everything looks like a nail, right? Let's just jaunt out here and grab all these pearls while we can. Then get back to work. Alright, where did we get big spawns? It looks like pretty much everything spawned as 2s. Yeah. Well, that's a little bit of a bummer. Do I need to run the hero down south? How bad do I think this is going to be in the very near future? I mean, the answer is pretty bad. I think it's going to be pretty bad. His army is mostly made of caricatures, but they are level 10. They still only have 72 damage. Yeah. Okay, his army could be scarier. He's got these guys, which are also not really that much better than our troops, strangely. Well, I guess this thing I'm feeling right now is hope. Oh, we need to be hiring heroes. We need to not just sit here on our big pile of dust. So one last hero. I doubt we will build another city at this point in the game, so... How am I just gonna miss? How am I just gonna miss by that much? Alright. Strikes far. Get in there. And get this on. And now we can equip him. I think I'm gonna leave my guys pushing dust really hard for a couple of turns and get a little bit of money left over for buying troops and or retrofitting troops. So neither one of these has been constructed yet. It would be cool to have Inspiring Commander. This is a lot of extra dust. Minus 50% on military upkeep can be a lot. You can see our military upkeep is at 164 right now. I think it's time to maybe pick up stockpile tech. I don't really want to expend my strategics on armor just yet. Although we finally have enough titanium and glass steel laying around that we could fix our hero's trinket situation. Yeah, let's pick up stockpile tech. This is actually pretty useful. And also, let's finally equip the things that I wanted to equip so very long ago. As soon as I find them. Here we go. Army initiative boost. Army damage boost. Alright, is there other stuff that you should have equipped? Last Resort, Minor Faction Slayer. Oh yeah, Army Health Boost is from Dust. That's pretty good. And then probably just regen for him. Okay. Well, our army is definitely going to be feeling it. That makes us a lot more powerful. Actually, we may want to hire another hero just to serve as a commander. That's a thing that's worth considering. Because I don't think we're going to get out of this without going to war. Nope, peace is still completely off the table and getting further and further away here. I think we could probably make peace with Pink, but we'd have to give them everything. Actually, no, it still probably wouldn't work. We're playing to survive at this point. 113. It is a lot of pearls. You know what? I've changed my mind on this about 20 times. Let's go get this. Red already hates me. It's not going to make relations any worse. Alright. So, if I still wanted to build the ward, it's 30, 60, 90... that's not my city. 30, 60, 90, 120, plus 6 of the... 6 of the towers. It's honestly... that's in range. I would have to stop building Garth Singueron, but that's actually a thing I can do. Renard's just going to pump out a whole bunch of Delvers. Actually, the Delver design is not upgraded. Let's get these dredges to be the best dredges they can be, without actually requiring any strategics. And keep pumping them out. We'll fill the garrisons of every city with them. Alright, Seago. I swear, you are doing the Lord's work over here, sir. Alright, which city was hit this time? Masuarim. And we're getting partial wounds, but never kills, because that is always how it works. I'm not sure it's possible to get a better result than a partial wound against an AI spy, because I don't know that I've ever seen it happen. That's not true. I'm engaging in hyperbole, but the point is I'm frustrated. You guys can just be a garrison for now. Keep gathering up the few pearls that spawned inside our territory. So if red attacks us, that's a lot better than if pink attacks us. If pink attacks us, we're going to have to defend almost our entire border. If red attacks us, we basically just get to fight around the capital, which is going to be a lot easier. But pink is the one that's looking aggressive. Yeah, I'm not happy about this. I think if pink attacks us, the fighting will be centered around Masuarim and Greca, and unfortunately, they're not quite close enough together, I think, to lend each other defense. Is this the declaration? Here it is, yeah. Okay. Go, go, go. This is why it's great to have all these roads. Of course, the roads stop as soon as you get to Greca. Alright. We just have to be close enough. I think this should still be in range. So what's he's coming at me with that army of Cankators. That's not that bad. It's not great. I'm not happy about it, but it's not that bad. So if we were able to take a couple of cities away from him, that would be cool. I'm looking for obvious legendaries, or there's Moonleaf here. That's neat. There's wine over here. If we got Angren away from him, we'd have access to our own Hyperium, plus a little bit more dye. Might actually get our dye booster running. Well, we knew it was coming. I think... What else do I... let's keep gathering pearls. I think that we can win this. Let me clarify. I think that we can definitely survive. I think that we can not get conquered. We might be able to strike back. Actually, Tenelm is looking pretty soft right at this moment. If we were able to defeat this army and we moved quickly, we might be able to take Tenelm. I don't actually want Tenelm. Oh, no, I totally do. It has Dust Orchid. Never mind. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to call this episode here, so that next episode we can have a nice thematic break at the episode break. Come back next time. Our civilization has lived in peace for thousands of years, but we've been building weapons, and it's time to finally try them out. We'll see you then.